Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play, man.
Damn, first play of the game.
Matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. High arcing shot. They get it back. Here's Ramirez. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Pass to Ramirez. Over Valentine. And that one's good. Ramirez.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Now Valentine. To the left side wing. Oh, good with the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Jim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish. They trust one another. And when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
So it's the Bucks now, following the score by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Ramirez, and the Thunder another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Valentine. Stolen. Here's Ramirez, and again it's Oklahoma City.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
I think it's a really good indicator of which team's off-season moves will have the biggest impact.
At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
Yeah, it was an emphasis last year for them, crashing the boards. And what a job they did. Number 1 in the league in rebounding.
Outside Porter. Out left to the wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Valentine, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
That's good from Valentine. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this was no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
He doesn't get the second one. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Rockets.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
So it's the Bucks now, after Oklahoma City gets the first. The three falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Pass to Ramirez. And the Thunder, another 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Back to Valentine. From past the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And that one's good, Ramirez.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Good on the triple.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Andrade. Oh, that's blocked. And he banks in the layup. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. .149 left here in the opening quarter. And it's blocked. Driving inside.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
We've got 1:13 left in the first. And again, the Bucks miss.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
From deep, gets the three-pointer to fall.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shot to stop the run, and it's blocked. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. 6 points for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Fires the three. That shot, no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Well, that has to be intimidating. They're erasing easy looks, and they're changing perimeter shots as well.
Pass to Valentine. to the inside. Clock at 6.
And his active hands right there prevented that entry pass.
And for Milwaukee.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And for the Thunder. Let's go. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Clippers.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games, no matter where you're playing.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Scooped up. It's blocked. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's the screen. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Down low, here's Andrade. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pass to Ramirez. From the wing, that one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Just 5 on the clock. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Puts up a deep 3. The long-distance 3 is buried. He's got 17.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ramirez is checked in. Count that bucket. He's got 19.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. So it's the Bucks now after Oklahoma City gets the 3. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Drains the three-pointer.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
They set the pick. High post try. Can't hit that one. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Here's Ramirez. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Valentine. Back to Porter. And another three for Milwaukee.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Guys, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Pass to Ramirez. And the Thunder, another three.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Bucks have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Valentine with it. To the paint. And Ramirez pulls it down.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get
A
looks
little bit.
like that, you've got to take advantage.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
So both teams changing it up here. Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The tray. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Ramirez. Offensive rebound. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of the possession.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're breaking at every opportunity, which we are seeing across the league, Shaq.
Yeah, once the defense is set in half court, it's tougher to score.
And next up, a look at the top performers for each team in that first half.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime to be the...
That is more than enough of...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly on the court for the Bucks. And here is Valentine. It's deflected. Here's Ramirez. And he jams it with authority.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. Here's Valentine. We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
Pocket two. Here's Porter. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Ramirez. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Outside Porter. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. And he sinks the second. Here's Oklahoma City. The three sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
For the three, the shot missing.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first four has he gotten to go.
And again, it's Oklahoma City.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Number 23, 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Ramirez passes to Ramirez. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
That one, no good.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Nailed from three-point land.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
First personal foul, 13 foul.
Outside Porter. Pick off in midair.
Perfect timing. Gets into the pass. Oh, man!
And every everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the evening. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Fires from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Ramirez has got 14 points for the game. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the left wing. Stolen away. And he gets off the fast break with a monster slam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Valentine. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Pass to Porter. Picked his pocket. And here again, the Thunder in transition. Up the court they go. And that one's good. Ramirez. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively. Coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one. Specifically, how high tempo it's been. Clearly working to their advantage so far.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. To halt the run, it's blocked. A high post shot. Again, the Thunder score.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
It's tipped. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Perez. Nothing on the board. Goes back up. The shot's good.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
Milwaukee has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Jackson. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock, and really deep through that time.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a 3-ball that deep wasn't going in.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. You know, Jim, coming down hard.
Watch out below. Woo!
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And for the Bucks.
Oh! Unreal.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. Inside. Tries from 10. Again, Oklahoma City.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Under foul. Correct. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To the wing on the left. Porter looking it over. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here's Oklahoma City now. Oklahoma City moving it around. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What body control with a defender right in his face. You can't do it any better than that.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess play and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
The Thunder pull it in.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They set the pick. Can they get it? Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
Wide open. Again, the Thunder score.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Three-pointer, and the Thunder another three.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And it's blocked. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's tipped. They recover it. And here's Valentine for three. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 16-4 run. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Here's Porter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. The current expectation is he will be able to make a full recovery in a short amount of time. And guys, I'm told he will be able to play if necessary.
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this. But it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
And they get it. Unable to get that one. Oklahoma City has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Knocked loose. Drills it from outside. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and sends it home.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Number 9, shooting 1.
One shot.
There's 14 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started